Hey, church family, we want to take this time to update you on some of our missions partners. In this time that we're separated from each other, we want to make sure we're doing things to not just let you know how you can serve yourself and your families, but how you can be praying for those that are serving in other places in the world. At Buckrun, we have a lot of people that are being affected locally, but also our partners around the world are being affected by what's happening in different ways. And so we want to take this opportunity to regularly come to you and update you about what's happening with our missions partners, and then try to give you some specific ways to try to pray for them and to keep you updated and connected with them in this way during this time. So, Scott, who are we updating everyone on today?
Yeah, today I want to update you on Jake and Holly. Jake actually grew up at Buck Run. Many of you know him, and they are serving in a close country, so we can't share their last name or exactly where they are, but they're in South Asia, and they left earlier this year to go to language school in a different country, and they have finished that up. And over this past weekend, we're flying to their new home where they'll be permanent missionaries, in-country missionaries. And several of our Buck Run family were praying for them through the night through the weekend as that country was going to close their borders right around the time that their plane was scheduled to arrive. Thankfully, God's favor was on them, and they were able to get into the country with their two little kids. And they've now, as of today, gotten to their country. They're in a temporary spot, but they're looking for an apartment to rent. So in the midst of everything that, again, they're dealing with the same virus we are here. They're trying to find a place to live, which is not proving to be easy. They're orienting to new country. They've just got a language school, so them and their kids are both learning to use the language they've just been taught. So we just want to keep them in our hearts and prayers. Just imagine everything that we're going through, the unrest, the change, the pace of which we're finding out things. Doing that in a place where you are not comfortable, so it's your second language at best, and navigating that with young children. In addition to they're on a mission team there, so beginning to figure out what it looks like, getting the lay of the land. I can't fathom what that's like, but I am grateful for them. They are confident in God's call on their life, and they're excited to begin ministry. They've been antsy to get to where they wanted and were called to be, and they're now there.
So one of the things we want to encourage you in this time as you're home and with your kids more and have more time together as a family is to redeem that time, to use that time in specific, not just Bible study, but prayer. And so we want to encourage you to be praying for Jake and Holly. Scott, what are, at least if somebody wanted to pray tonight as they're putting their kids to bed, they want to pray for this partner, what are some specific ways, maybe two or three, that we could pray for Jake and Holly and their kids?
Yeah, we can definitely pray that they find a permanent home, that they would be able to find a place that's in their price range. These are missionaries that are raising funds. So Buck Run is a financial partner. Many of you may be partners, so there's obviously a budget, like all of us, of figuring that out. So finding a home right now, being able to even visit places to get a feel for. Second would be just think of their two little kids. They're be schooling. Holly will be teaching the kids. They're in a completely new place. They were just put in a new place a few months ago. So lots of transition, lots of exciting things, but you're also not able to really get out and go see your town. So we're experiencing what it's like to be home with all of our kids all the time, and then they're doing that in a place with a lot less amenities than we are having. So think through that. And then just pray that God would begin to, through this, make it clear what their day-to-day ministry opportunities are right now. As they're working with their teammates that are there, as they are beginning to meet people, they'll have new neighbors. What does it look like to faithfully glorify God there in South Asia in a new country? So I'd encourage you to pray for those things and however you feel led with your family this week.
So tonight, tomorrow, this week, take time to talk about this with your family, to pray specifically for Jake and Holly and their kids. Pray three things. Pray they'd find a place to live. Pray for them as they raise their kids and deal with this pandemic in a different place. And then pray that God would begin to give them fruitfulness and put them on solid footing as they begin to minister in a new place. We would encourage you, again, redeem the time that we have. Let's be specific in our prayer and go to the Lord and ask Him for our needs. So we come to you now, not just to update you about Jake and Holly, but to ask for you to go to the Lord on their behalf and to pray for them So we hope to bring you more updates like this and let you know more about not just ministries here at Buck Run, but ministries that we are partnered with throughout the world in different places, and update you on those partners that you can be praying for them. We will bring you more updates. Continue to be praying. Thank you.